Kyle Lowry, available for trade. They're trying to trade him. No, and because he was recently traded, I'm 95% sure they can only attach picks to him. They can't attach other players to him, and it'd have to be matching salary. Basically, they would have to be like, all right, San Antonio, here is some second round. I don't even know if you can put picks, but here's Kyle Lowry. Can you send us like Doug McDermott and Devontae Graham? That's not going to happen. So what we're hearing from Mark Stein of the Stein Line Substack, hit that like and subscribe button, and shout out Mark Stein for this information, that the Sixers, Lakers, and Magic are among the teams that are known to have possessed an interest in Lowry if he becomes an unrestricted free agent, with Orlando has expressed interest in an exploratory trade with the former championship winning point guard. Now, what would this team trade or whatever look like? In my mind, the way that this would be done, it wouldn't. Okay, I don't think a trade would happen at all. I think everyone's going to buy him out, because what are you getting with Kyle Lowry at this point in your career? Kyle Lowry, if the Sixers could dump, Korkmaz and some trade player exception while taking no money back by offering a second, that leaves them with about $1 million under the tax, so they'd be able to sign Kyle Lowry and a vet min. But moving Hayward and Lowry for future bad salary and picks still seems like the best strategy for the Hornets. But the picks are useful, but it's just, we're not seeing that there's actual possibility, as Orlando has kicked around every potential on the board. And we made a video talking about Chris Paul, and we know guys like PJ Washington, Nick Richards are generating interest around the league. So could there be and you can't package Lowry in those deals. So it becomes this whole convoluted thing with, I think Lowry's going to end up being bought out. But at this point, what you're getting with him is a solid hustle guy who comes off the bench, going to give you probably like 20 minutes a night. He's just, he'll only take 3-point shots. He's solid at it. He'll dish the ball. He'll grab rebounds. He'll play with some, energy. Does he get hurt a lot? Yes. Okay. He gets hurt a lot. He's a little chubby, but he's super confident. He's a great floor general, and he makes winning plays. He's a solid shooter. He sets up, for his teammates. He's a good leader. He'll take charges. Obviously, conditioning has been a problem in the past, not so much in Miami. But yeah, now, I just don't think Orlando has through any reason. All the teams that could trade for him have no reason, because he just waited out, and the Hornets are going to buy him out. And the deal for him would have to include either Gary Harris or Wendell Carter or Jonathan Isaac, just for salary purpose. Not saying that they should trade them, even though technically I could be wrong, because the Magic are $34 million under the cap. So could they hypothetically just send Chuma Okeke and call it a day? No. They can only take back 10.7 based on the amount they are sending out. So Magic cannot just, even though they're $34 million under the cap, since they are not an over the apron team, and they're sending out less than 7.5 million in salary, they're only able to take back 200% of the salary they're taking. So meaning 10.7. So they'd have to cut 18.8. So the whole thing right there is you couldn't trade Chuma Okeke for Kyle Lowry. It'd have to be somebody else. And the other two teams we talked about, I don't think would trade for him. They would just sign him. So the only other way is you're thinking that it's either Wendell Carter or Jonathan Isaac. And Jonathan Isaac's been freaking fantastic. Wendell Carter hasn't really played. So yeah. And I just don't see it. I don't see it. There's no deal. There is not a deal right here in my mind, unless they're really desperate and they go, I still don't think that this deal is possible. Yeah. There's just too many financial loopholes that they have to go through. Like right here, look, I'll show you on the screen, even if they did Caleb Houston. So let me hear your thoughts on this one. I think the best fit for him is definitely going to the Sixers, because he's from Philadelphia. LA would be cool, but LA has no reason. Every time you get an old point guard, they're freaking terrible. LA, stay away from old point guards, in my opinion. And yeah, so that's where I'm at, and I want to hear your opinion. But yeah, peace out.